My name's Robert Lonie. I'm running for mayor of Michigan City, and we'll start off by telling you a little bit about myself. I have worked in numerous fields throughout the last 30 years, construction, manufacturing, service, financial services, and that's taught me a lot about what people go through on their daily lives, their concerns and their issues, and obviously everyone here has their own experiences. I think those experiences that I've had help me connect better with the community. To go from that, I've got an educational background in finance, economics, business, because I think it helps to understand that side of it. People are very important. They're the most important part of government service. You also have to understand how you're spending their money because they trust you with it. They trust you with the decisions you're going to make for their future. I decided to run for mayor for, well, much of the same reasons that you've seen all of these candidates tonight. You've seen people with concerns about neighborhoods, about jobs, about the environment. We've got so many concerns in this city that aren't being currently addressed. If they're not being addressed, there's a problem. We need to start looking for solutions to problems and not waiting for problems to pop up. We have to be more proactive, and we have to have solutions so that people aren't feeling left out. People aren't feeling neglected. People aren't feeling not listened to. And as your next mayor, I will have an open door policy so that I can talk with anybody that has concerns as long as the door is open. And I look forward to having your support and your vote. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Now, some questions, if we may, for our two mayoral candidates. We'll begin first one with a candidate. If you had to identify what you believe the most important issue is that Michigan City is facing, what is it, and what will you do about it if you are elected mayor? And we'll begin with Robert, please.
The most important issue is actually a combination of issues. It's our future, and that's what we're deciding with an election. We're always looking at the future. We have different things happening in the city with the double track and with NIPSCO going down. And we need to look for how we can best position our community to attract jobs, to attract people. With the double track, we're looking to bring people from Chicago. Why aren't we bringing the jobs from Chicago? We could have tech firms and light industrial firms right here in Michigan City. We've got the space, we've got the people, bring in the track, and that sounds like a solution. The most important issue is how are we going to be better? Like Dwayne said, in 4 years, 8 years, 12 years. We make these decisions, and they're based on the future. That's the most important, and we need to be proactive to address our future.
Our next question is going to be on the double tracking. The double tracking of the South Shore line means Michigan City will be an easy commute to Chicago. How will you balance increased housing and our current quality of life? Robert?
Quality of life is important, especially when you're trying to bring people into Michigan City. The double tracking will hopefully increase our population, and we need to make sure that we've got those quality of life issues. Good parks, good streets, bikeability, walkability. We need pedestrian transit to be safe with sidewalks, clearly marked crossings. And we need a transit system. If they're going to be using the South Shore, how do they get to and from the South Shore? We can't all be parking downtown. So we have to look at a station, perhaps one that involves our buses and the South Shore service, so that everything's centrally located and people get to and from Chicago and their house if they're going to be living here in the city. So let's get sidewalks, let's work on our transit system, and that's how we'll make things better for Michigan City, utilizing the double track.
Next question. It seems the city is focused on tourists and forgetting about the residents who are here 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. What will you do to make it possible to have bus service on Sundays and holidays? Many stores are open on Sundays and holidays, 24 hours, 7 days, and residents who rely on bus service need to get to work. Robert?
When we're talking about bus service, that's just something that we can do. You go to the department and we look at the routes and the funding and we get it done. We've got the riverboat money, and our transit system does need to be updated. We could do lighted shelters with LED lights. They're relatively inexpensive and easy to install. We could put posted schedules so people know what days of the week they can use the bus. And yes, have the buses run on Sundays. The trains run on Sundays, the buses should run on Sundays.
Why do you believe that you are the best candidate for mayor of Michigan City? Robert?
I believe I'm the best candidate for mayor because I've got the background and the experience of living just like everybody else in Michigan City. I don't think I'm better than anybody else, and a lot of you have gone through hardships I could only imagine. I think the mayor needs to be open to everybody's input. It shouldn't be a closed circuit. You're only getting these voices. Everybody needs to have a voice. I have a number of initiatives that I could implement relatively inexpensively and immediately. We could overhaul the internet, our website, so that we can get more information to people. We can get more information from people. We could get recycling in our parks and on our public streets so that we don't have as much trash overflowing the regular trash cans when it's perfectly easy to recycle the pop cans and the water bottles. I look for solutions before somebody says it's a problem. That way we have fewer problems.
We've talked a lot about the role of the mayor and the city council members in the city's future. As candidates for mayor, what do you believe residents need to do to move Michigan City forward? Robert?
Continue to be active and be more active. There are group meetings for different neighborhoods, Elston Grove and others. There are community action groups. There's, the Main Street Association. There are a number of meetings that are available. I've come to a number of city council meetings and not heard people bring their complaints here. If you have the complaints, you have to bring them to the government. Otherwise, they can't fix them. They're just empty, oh, this sucks. But if we don't address these, then it doesn't matter what you tell us. We have to, it's back and forth. Yes, the citizens need to let us know what's going on. And we need to have an easier way to get that done. As I said, an open door policy with the mayor or a way to contact through the internet so that we know what the issues are. Once again, I'm Robert Lonie. I'm asking for your vote as a Republican nominee on May 7th. I know the Republican Party isn't always popular in this town, but that shouldn't matter that much. What should matter is getting the right person for the job that needs to be done. I believe I'm the right person. We can look at all the numbers we want, whether it's, tied for 311th out of 312 communities, 313 communities across the nation in job growth. That's nothing to hang our hat on. We could look at the top 200 cities for small business, and we don't even rate in the top 100. We're at the bottom of Indiana. There are a lot of numbers that'll tell us we're not doing that great in Michigan City. But Michigan City isn't about the numbers. It's about the people. I'm glad all of you came out. I'm glad we have all of the candidates because that shows we know there are problems in this city. And as your next mayor, I will start to address them.